Man, I don't know what I'm gonna do with my life.
Okay. I don't know what I'm gonna do with my life
I know what I'm gonna do. I want to be like Anna Julia Cooper and get my doctorate degree.
Who is Anna Julia Cooper?
She was born into slavery. Her mom was a slave in 1858. She was very interested in redefining the limitations and opportunities for women of color in a society set up for their disempowerment and subjugation. She emphasized the need to privilege black women's voices, criticizing white scholars who talked about things they did not know. She eventually wrote a book in 1892, A Voice from the South, trying to uplift the voices of black women. In her earlier years, she attended St. Augustine School and Collegiate Institute. This school was for former slaves and allowed her to also get her high school education. She soon married a teacher at St. Augustine named George A.G. Cooper, and after his death, she decided to get her college degree.
Oh yeah, I know who Anna Julia Cooper is.
At her school, she protested the preferential treatment given to men as candidates for the ministry and petitioned to take classes traditionally administered only to boys. She received her bachelor's degree in 1884 and later returned to study in mathematics to get her master's degree in 1887. She later moved to Washington, D.C. at Washington Colored High School, the only all-black school in D.C. She saw education as the chance for women to advance. She was a math and science teacher and also prepared her students for prestigious universities and attained accreditation for the school from Harvard, but her accreditation was not received easily. She later founded the Colored Women's League of Washington in 1892, and 7 years later helped open the first YWCA chapter for black women in response to their unwillingness to allow women of color into the organization. Her time at M Street School was temporarily cut short after having controversy with white co-workers, but later were hired by a new superintendent. She then decided to go back to school and in 1924 became the fourth black woman in the U.S. to receive a doctor's degree, attaining her PhD at the University of Paris. She was not only a very hard worker, but a great mother who raised her 5 adopted nieces and nephews. When she finally left M Street School, she went on to take the position of president and registrar at Frelinghuysen University. This school was founded to provide classes for DC residents who didn't have access to higher education. After working there for 20 years, she died years later in 1964 at age 105. Miss Anna Julia Cooper lived a remarkable life where she advocated the rights for black women and refused to conform to the demands and expectations of a white, male-dominated society. She once said, "A cause is not worthier than its weakest elements."